I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got
Hey there, welcome to my channel, The Travel Man. This is your host Asim Bhardwaj, and you're listening to one of my first solo podcasts that is being run on trial basis through my channel and would be recorded in English for the wider audience or in the interest of our audience who prefer to see content in English. I hope this would make some difference in understanding the content in the future through my channel. And if the response is good, I'll continue to produce more podcast shows. Otherwise, you will see a separate channel in English very soon. In today's episode, we are going to talk about Singapore free tour packages and how to register for them and what you would expect during your layover in the country. So, the collaboration of Changi Airport, Singapore Airlines, and Singapore Tourism Board have relaunched the free Singapore tour after 2 years of pause due to the COVID-19. And they are offering three types of tours in this program: the City Sites Tour, Heritage Tour, and Jewel Tour. There's going to be another brand new tour that would cover the eastern region of Singapore surrounding Changi Airport. The tour for transit and transfer passengers was firstly introduced back in 1987, and this was done to raise, of course, the interest of the people to consider Singapore as a holiday destination. But in 2019, before the pandemic, we witnessed 80,000 passengers go on these free Singapore tour, and majority of these passengers were from India, Indonesia, and Australia in the Asia Pacific region. Now, I would like to firstly stress upon the eligibility criteria for the one to opt for this free tour. Firstly, it is open to all the travelers who are transiting from Changi Airport, okay? And it is valid for passengers who have a layover of at least 5.5 hours or less than 24 hours, but with flight schedules that fit the tour timings requirements. So, you have to ensure and make one thing very clear that transit travelers are defined as those traveling to another country or final destination via Singapore, but without clearing the Singapore arrival immigration. Several low cost carriers are there that require travelers to clear the immigration to collect their onboard connecting tickets in the departure check in hall. So, in such a case, you should get in touch with your airlines and know whether you are required to clear the immigration or not. That is very important, and I had received a lot of queries in the past regarding this. So, the best answer from my side is to contact your airlines and clear this fact if you are required to clear the immigration or not. If you are going to clear the immigration, then you would need a Singapore e-visa, let me tell you, my dear friends, as well as you are required to follow the general entry requirements issued by the Public Health Ministry of Singapore. Okay. Another thing that you would like to know is the registration process or how to register for it. So I'm going to share the link in the description of this video, so do check it out after you complete this podcast episode. So in order to start, you have to first of all pre-book your tour via the online booking page that I'm going to share with you, the link for it. Okay, so you can explore the page to see the tour you would like to enroll for. All right, you have to register and submit the name of all the passengers traveling with you, or when you arrive at Changi Airport, remain in the transit hall. You will spot registration booths out there. They will ask you to remain in the transit hall without clearing the immigration at first. But at Changi Airport, at this time, you will be presenting your boarding pass or valid entry visas if applicable on you. I have noted down the address for these registration booths, so please make a note of it. The first one is Terminal 2 Transit, which is near the SkyTrain to Terminal 3, which touches the Terminal 3 SkyTrain, gate number F50, or Terminal 3 Transit near Transfer Lounge A, gate A1 to A8. Alright, so please make a note of it. This is really important for you if you are going for these free tour packages. Now, let me tell you a couple of more things in addition. Firstly, that the registration will close 1 hour before the tour start time, and participants will be guided as a group to clear the immigration before the tour starts. Please ensure that you must have a valid Singapore e-visa in order to go for these free tours. Since you're going to clear the immigration, you would need a Singapore e-visa. All right. So please choose the timings and date of your flights before you actually book the free tours on the site link that I'm going to share with you in the description. Once you do your flight bookings, and then immediately opt for these tour packages so that you don't miss the time slots. Okay, just my suggestion, and rest is up to you. So in the form, when you open the form, you will choose the time slots and enter the flight details or the itinerary of the destination country, as in the final destination where you're going. Then you would put the flight details of your onward journey, and it will also reflect the terminal of your next flight. Also, seats are served on first come first served basis, and you can only enter or exit the city once during your layover period. Tour itineraries would be shared with you, but those are subject to change depending on the weather conditions at times, or due to the requirements or some kind of restrictions, if there are. And if you have your cabin baggage with you, then you deposit at your luggage counter or the luggage counter of the airport, Changi Airport. Okay. So let me make you understand what these packages are offering and what you can expect out of these. So first one is Jewel Tour, which would last for 2.5 hours, showcasing the Changi Airport's recent and the future development, featuring Shiseido, Forest Valley, Majestic HSBC Rainfortex, and Canopy Park. Then the second one is Heritage Tour, as the name indicates. This is again for 2.5 hours that takes you back in time to explore the history and the culture of Singapore City. You will drive by the historic civic district there, and you would have a couple of stopovers, I believe, and the first one is at Chinatown and second one is at Kampong Glam. So the third one is city tours. You would get stopovers at Merlion Park, and you would be given some time to take photos against the Merlion Loin, the iconic Merlion Loin, which is not big in size, but it appears to be very big in photos and videos. And also you can take pictures against Marina Bay Sands and the city's skyline. After that, you would head over to Gardens by the Bay, another iconic landmark in the city of Singapore. And by the way, you can also see Singapore vlogs on my channel. And then we have Changi Crescent Tour, where you would see how locals live in the Singapore city. And you can visit through a uniquely designed residential town and a quiet village just away from the airport in the eastern part of the city. So, guys, what are you thinking of? If you are traveling to your final destination or going anywhere and you're transiting through Singapore, this could be a right choice for you. So don't forget to enroll for it. I have given you the steps already, and I'll share the link as well. So do try it. And enough of talking. This brings me to the end of this podcast show. I hope you have liked it, and if so, then like this episode and kindly share this with your friends who need it. Okay? If you need a video in Hindi on the same topic, I'm ready to do it anytime. But subscribe to my channel for travel content, and I see you once again in the next podcast or video. Until then, goodbye and take care.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.